Hello class. Today we're going to count by fives. Now the reason we're going to count by fives is today we're going to learn something called tally marks. Have you learned how to keep tally marks before? Maybe you've played a game with somebody and every time somebody got a point, you put a stick. And after you put 4 sticks, the 5th stick is drawn a different direction. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Then once you are finished giving everyone their points, you count in groups of 5. So today, let's start off with counting in groups of 5. We are going to start at 5. Then we're going to go all the way to 80. Then we're going to switch and count by ones to 88. However, let's do it without the counting chart because you're almost done with first grade. And I think you can count by fives without using the counting chart. So let me turn so you can't see it behind me. Ready? Begin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Stop. Now count by ones. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. Good job. Hope you kept up with me. Today we're going to actually jump right into our math page. So find workbook page 299 and write your name on the top. This is your workbook page for today, 299. Write your name up here, and then let's look at this first clock. The directions say we need to find the clock that shows 1/2 hour later. So what does this clock read? 3 o'clock. 1/2 hour later is how many minutes? Well, if there's 60 minutes in an hour, then half an hour is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we need to know what will the clock read in the next 30 minutes. So let's use our imagination and pretend that this big hand can move 30 minutes. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The big hand would be on the 6. So this would be the correct one. The big hand would be on the 6 and the little hand would be halfway between the 3 and the 4. Color in this one. What does this read? Well, it's halfway between the 9 and the 10, so we call it 9. And the big hand is on the 6. 9:30. In 30 minutes, it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The big hand would be to the 12, and the little hand would have finished moving to the 10. Right here, it would be 10 o'clock, so color in this one. We talked about thermometers recently. Today we're going to color our own thermometer. Remember, the big numbers we count by 10s and the small lines are by 2s. You always start at the bottom of a thermometer because the mercury goes up a thermometer. So find your red crayon and it says color in the thermometer to a temperature that matches the weather. So this doesn't tell you an exact temperature to use, but if you see it's baseball season, which is in the spring, and he's wearing short sleeves. So I would say it could be anywhere between 70s and 80s, even probably 70s and 80s. You could probably color it to 70 and be safe. So I would color in all the red and color up to the 70. Now winter, that's another range, but it's going to be a colder range. So I would say you would you would color in probably enough for it to snow, should be down to the 10s or 20s even. Number 3, start at the left and color the 6th umbrella blue. So this is a backwards L, so that means that this is the right and this is the left. And color the 6th umbrella blue. Count with me. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Color it blue. I'm going to turn my page over. And if I'm going too quickly, you could finish that page after the video. But I want to talk to you about a graph. Now, a graph helps you to lay out your information to figure out something. Today, what we want to figure out is which is the most popular sandwich, a peanut butter sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich, or a turkey sandwich. And what we're going to use to graph are tally marks. We've used bar graphs before, but this time we're going to use tally marks. Now, I briefly explained to you what a tally mark looked like, but let me show you on the board. Some of you may already know, so see if this matches what you were thinking. A tally mark is a stick like this. And the way you keep track of tally marks is you put the sticks next to each other, but when you get to number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 goes through all of them. And then you start another group of 5. So this would be 5, then 6. That's what 6 would look like. 7, 8, 9. Now I'm ready for another group of 5, so I would go across. Now to count all these tally marks, all we have to say is 5, 10. Because we know that when any group looks like this with a line down the middle, boom, we know that is 5. So that's what we're going to do with our workbook page today. So we're going to make up some numbers so that we are able to fill in this graph. Let's see. I'm going to grab my answer key and see if they gave us some numbers to use. Just a second. Okay, it's page 300. Okay, they did not. They just wanted us to figure it out on our own. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the graph together. Let's come up with the same numbers. Now, obviously, we can't hear each other. So what we're going to do is you're going to use the numbers that I tell you. So let's imagine that we are taking a poll of a large group of people, and let's say that there are 6 people who like peanut butter. So to do 6 as tally marks, it will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on your paper, we're not going down to the graph yet. On your paper, underneath peanut butter, I want you to do this in this yellow square. I want you to pretend that there were 6 people who voted for peanut butter. 5, 6. Now let's do grilled cheese. Let's say that 12 people liked grilled cheese. So 12 will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this was our peanut butter. You put that in the yellow box. And this is our grilled cheese. You put that in, I think that's a purple box. Now that leaves us the turkey. let's say that for the turkey, I'll write that down here. Let's say that for the turkey, there were 15. 15. So count with me to get to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, as you can see, I have 3 groups of right here. I have 3 groups of 5. So that's 5, 10, 15. So under peanut butter, I want 6. Under grilled cheese, I want 12. And then under turkey, I want 15. Okay, once you have that, we'll be able to answer the questions at the bottom. If you look down here, it shows that every big dark line it represents 5. So for peanut butter, which was 6, you're going to color in 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the 5th line, and then you're going to color one more space to represent 6. 5, 6. So color in all of those. For the grilled cheese, which was 12, 5, 10, 11, 12. You're going to color all the way over to this location. 5, 10, 11, 12. Then for the turkey, which was 15, you'll color these 5, and these 5. Okay, now we need to answer the questions using this information. Which sandwich do most students like best? Well, it's the turkey because we filled into the 15, so mark turkey. Which sandwich do fewest students like best? So which one has the fewest colored in? It's the peanut butter. It was only 6. And which sandwich do you choose in the survey? Well, since I wasn't able to hear you, I wasn't able to put you up here in this survey, so you get to pick now. Which is your favorite, peanut butter, grilled cheese, or turkey? Now, if you say, well, I actually prefer something different, that's okay. But of those 3 choices, which one would you pick? Of those 3 choices, I would pick turkey. So after you finished filling out that graph using tally marks and finish the front of this page, that's it for math class. Except, did you do your speed drill today? Make sure you do your speed drill and then record how well you did on that speed drill. I want you to know that today's the last day to play those games in Manga High because on Friday I put new games that you can look forward to trying on Friday. Okay, that's it. Have a good day. Do your best. Remember, I can do it. Bye.